flowers. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Ravens and the Jags on Sunday Night Primetime.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Look at this Baltimore defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing. That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
ETN up the middle. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 22 carries, 79 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. But they convert on third with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Again, it's Lawrence. Guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it at about the 1. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
He was brought down at the 26.
7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play action. It's Jackson. The short one there, caught by Likely. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is not going to be enough. He's in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll run. It's Henry. Oh, it bowls over it. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 15. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in touchdown.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a...
And he will get this in the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence as the first half is winding down. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Quick.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 30. So we have reached halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Finding Walker complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Henry again, the ball carrier. Terrell Edmonds on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 3.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson going to run. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard
Here we go.
line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play action. Now Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Now Jackson on second down. Forced out to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
61 yards.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Jaguars 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Decent 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Jaguars. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Second down, they go again with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Ravens first down.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run forward with Henry. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Lawrence, and able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.